Alright, so moving down from the mode control panel there, we got two really important screens which are kind of our main focus when we're flying around. On the left here, this is called our PFD, or the primary flight display, and this is pretty much where we gauge essentially like the flying condition or state of the aircraft. And this tells us some very basic information that this is kind of stuff you learn from day one of flying, but we still certainly use it, you know, here in our day-to-day. But kind of in the center here you have this artificial horizon. This tells you, if the airplane is pitching up or down, banking left or right. It'll also tell you if it's yawing left or right. On the left side here, this is the airspeed tape. This is where you basically tell how fast we're moving through the air. And on the right side here, this is our altitude right here. And also on the far right here, this is our vertical speed, so we can tell how fast we're climbing or descending. And up at the top here, you can see we reference these a lot. This right here is the target altitude that we're asking the airplane to maintain, and this is the target airspeed on this side. Down right below that is our little nav display, and this is pretty much telling us where we are in relation to a given course we might be trying to track. And it's also, as you can see, kind of a compass setup, so we'll always know our heading from this instrument here. And there's this little heading bug you can kind of see. It's another part of the autopilot tie-in that we talked about before, or one of the things we kind of control up top of the mode control panel. Down below that is our MFD, or multifunction display. Most of the time we kind of leave it in this map view and can kind of see where we're going. Right now we can see that we're in Chicago O'Hare. We've got a course line out from there to where we're going to be flying. Kind of see some nav aids around us and the various airports. This right now isn't really displaying much, but it's a vertical depiction of where the airplane is in a given vertical profile that might be asking it to fly. But also this display serves other functions as well. It's also our main page when we can look at system synoptics. So we have a status page here. We can see various parameters of the engine, brakes, battery voltages in this case. This depiction here just shows what doors are open on the aircraft right now. There's a flight control page where we can see where the flight controls are, if they're neutral, moving, up, down, left, right. This also kind of tells us the status of each system. Right now everything is off, so it's kind of in a cautionary display there. The hydraulic page, also same kind of thing. Right now you can see there's no hydraulic pressure on the aircraft, but if we were to bring the hydraulics on, you can see all the systems kind of power up, pressures come up, you can see everything's in the green. It's kind of normal how we see it in flight. Down from there is the fuel synoptic page. So you can see how much fuel is in each tank and where the valves are, how fuel is getting to the engines essentially. An electrical page kind of shows us how the plane is being powered and which buses are powered up at this point in time. And as I mentioned before, right now we're on ground powered. You can kind of see this is feeding all the systems in the airplane right now to kind of get powered itself. ECS, the environmental control system, you can kind of see once again the temperatures in the back of the airplane and how the plane is getting its air conditioning. There's an anti-ice page. And once again, this is kind of what we talked about before. The engine cowls and the leading edges of the wings all get heated as we fly through freezing precipitation or icing conditions essentially. And that's where we can kind of keep tabs and monitor that. That's pretty much it for the functions that we use. There's a few other maintenance functions down below that we won't really talk about. Over to the right, this is our Eicas. Just basically tells us information about what the engines are doing, how much fuel is on board, oil, pressure and temperature there, engine vibrations. Also, this tells us where the flaps and slats are, our trims, cabin pressurization information there, and the landing gear condition. In this case, we have down and 3 green, so we're on the ground here. And this part is really important up here. This is where we get various messages about what is going on with the airplane as far as different statuses or things we might want to be warned or cautioned about, or things that need addressing. And this is a pretty central part of the panel that we go to a lot for various reasons. And then on the first officer side, he's just got an MFD and a PFD of his own, and pretty much a mirror image of what the captain's side will show.